Ladies and gentlemen, I've said it in the past and I'm going to say it here again. The live-action Airbender show is overhated. Now, before you get crazy, we're all entitled to, I can't even say it. You know what? Fuck it. Attack me in the comments. I don't care. I can't even give a rebuttal. I just finished watching season 2. There were some pretty cringy parts, but like overall, I was entertained. I thought it was cool. I don't know. I have kind of a soft spot for Last Airbender, so I don't know if that makes me more biased or more open or what, but I enjoyed it. So that's my piece, but that's also not what this video is about. This video is about. Let me hang on. This video is about? Oh yeah, how to not be salty. I'm making some ground beef, right? Making my lunch and making my cat's dinner and stuff really quick. But how do you not be salty? What are you doing, girl? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? I got a Fresca too. How do you not be salty when somebody you don't like is winning or doing better than you, or insert anything that makes you jealous really here? And well, first things first, I'm just gonna say right now, this is something that I struggle with, and I know I'm not alone, but I just speaking for myself, it freaking sucks. I don't know, like I can see where my feelings come from. Like if somebody has done me wrong or something, why would I want to see them succeed? But then at the same time, it's like, am I giving that person even more like power over me in my head? You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I don't really have an avenue there where I want to take this conversation. But I think one of the biggest things is just being straight up with yourself and realizing, dude, I'm kind of just being a hater right now. Like, nobody likes, I mean, haters are not cool. It doesn't even matter if you agree with them. Being a hater is just being a loser. And being a loser is, it's lame. I know it's being a loser, you know? So I guess if you want to take a shortcut to becoming a loser, just be a hater. Dang. Dude, if somebody put that on like a 2010 swag era shirt, that would have gone triple platinum. Oh gosh, dude, I'm so distracted. I feel like my freaking brain is going a million different ways. I also just got a Spider-Man suit. Hang on, sorry guys. Like, I'm thinking about so many different things right now. I also just got a Spider-Man suit, guys. Check it out. I'm freaking stoked. It's so sick. I'm super hype. I know I just showed you the mask, but it's the full thing, I promise. Okay, Ophelia, I'm gonna get you your dinner now, because you are my precious little princess. But whether it's cokers, whoa, cokers, was that a term? That sounds like an 80s term. Whether it's coworkers, or I just spit it all over myself, or family members, or friends, old friends, relationship, like partners and stuff, at the end of the day, you're kind of just being a hater. And that stings. That sort of stings a little bit to realize. I'm kind of just processing this out loud. This is my first time sort of thinking about all this, if I'm being real. Dang. Yeah, I've kind of just been a hater, low-key. That's not cool. And I guess if you're like me, the feeling that you're having now is one of just like, oh, damn. I should just let it go. It's not that serious, I guess. At the end of the day, life's not that serious. Okay, and this is what I'm about to say. This is an actual like thing that I believe in, and I'm not just pulling out of my ass for the sake of the video. Exactly, Ophelia. But I just forgot it, so I'm just gonna feed my cat. Okay. Dang, what was I gonna say? It was something about, oh yeah, like your life, you get what you put in to your life. So if you're not putting in 100% of yourself into your life, you're not going to get 100% out of it. And do you know what just siphons away that life energy from you, from that percentage that you have to give away? Hating on other people. You're putting all these other people in your head in compartments where you should be. That's not cool. That's a philosophy that I live by. And when you're just, I don't know, like preying on somebody's downfall or egging someone's doom on, I guess. That was just basically another long-ass way of saying preying on someone's downfall. You're just giving them more space in your head, dude. That's what I would think at the end of the day. I mean, maybe unless you're like a witch or something and you're like, no, I have to think about them in order for my spell to work. Well, then, hey, you do you. You know more about that stuff than I do. But I'm going to stick to what I know, and what I know is being a relatively cool and chill guy. And that's that. So, yeah. Next time, if you feel yourself getting down in the dumps or just being like, I got to step outside, I can't, blah, blah, blah. That, which was like kind of me today, I feel like. I just had like a little moment where I was just like, dude, like, why, like... Details aren't important, but it was this basically what we've been talking about this whole time, and I realize now I just like why would I even care? So what? They go get to do whatever. I you know, maybe they got something going on that I don't know about that really does like karmatically universe woohoo type shit. Actually pays off. Maybe it does really balance out. Maybe they've had a really hard week or hard life or something, and I just don't know about that, so whatever. But even then, at the same time, you don't even have to go in the positive direction like that. You can it can just still be. It's like in the frickin' Avatar. For earthbending, you need neutral Jing. Okay, you have positive, you have the negative. You don't even need to go both sides. You can just not think about it. Just move on. You know. Let bygones be bygones, which is so much more easier said than done. I'm very aware. I'm a very, I wouldn't say I'm like super pig-headed, but I can be. I guess, which can probably be said for most people. But I can be quick to burn a bridge. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, I don't know, don't let trivial stuff like that let you burn bridges or cut people out of your life or take the your own focus off of you or anything when it doesn't have to be, you know? If you're like immediately concerned with whatever this thing is going on, like it directly affects your job or your money or your family, that kind of stuff, by all means, you got to do what you got to do. Get involved. But you know, if it's like let's say you're in class and the guy who always is like asking you to copy off of your homework and all this kind of stuff, and he's like always showing up late, but the teacher never catches him. And then the one time you show up late, the teacher's like, Zach, come to the front of the room, blah, 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 blah. And then he's like, then the teacher says this to the guy who's always copying off your work. He goes, man, you know what? You are such a good student. You should, you get ice cream sundaes and A+ for the rest of the semester. That would suck, right? That would freaking suck, but you know, at the end of the day, that's life. That shit's gonna happen at any stage, any age, and at any point. Which I guess that all kind of says the same thing, and in life. So, I mean, hey, if you haven't had one of those moments where you're kind of being a hater, then dude, freaking good for you. That's awesome. Now you know how to stay away from it. But if you're a day one OG hater like I am, who's always been salty about something, then, which I would say is the average human, the completely normal human being, then take a step back and recognize that for a second. And that's my advice. That's what I'm going to say for the day. So how do you be happy? And I'm gonna hit you with the Dunkin' Donuts recap guy again. So what, you told me I get sick for $6? So, how do you be happy for someone that you don't like? You stop being a hater, dude. You stop being a freaking hater. Take a step back, go for a walk, meditate for a second, whatever you gotta do, and realize at the end of the day, dude, you're being a hater. There's nothing else to it. There is nothing else to that argument. Stop being a hater. highlight for the day, a highlight for my day today was I got the freaking Spider-Man suit. Shout out to my boy Caleb. Caleb Weeks, if you guys know who that is. I'd say he's like a pretty popular cosplayer. I followed him for a while and stuff. We've actually gotten kind of closer, like as online friends and stuff. So we had a phone call last Monday. Blah, 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 blah. He sent me one of his old Spider-Man suits. So that's freaking sick. Highlight of my day for sure. But I feel like there was also some other cool stuff that happened today, and I can't really remember. My cat Ophelia is making biscuits on her little cat tower right now. That's a good highlight. I love watching her do it. It's like watching her doing a little boogie dance. Are you dancing over there? Now she's looking out the window. Seeing my cat all the time, that's also a highlight. Something that kind of counts as, I guess, like a highlight for yesterday, but I'll count it as today, is I got my grandmother's old gumball machine, which sounds like super 1920s, working again because I was helping my dad help my grandpa move last Saturday. So I got to kind of go through some of their things, and my grandma passed 5 years ago, so it's just my grandpa. But I was able to go through some of their things and like pick out stuff that I wanted to keep and keep in the family or that type of thing. And the gumball machine was one of them, so that was a highlight also. I grabbed some M&Ms from it before I filmed this video, so that's why I'm thinking about it. A low for the day, I'm not even gonna think about it because nothing immediately comes to mind, so why am I gonna stew on it and try to think about something negative? I'm not even gonna worry about it. But type in the comments below what your highlight for the day was, because I still want to know. Ground beef is cooking though. Cat food has been served. Feeling a lot more locked in. Got some dishes going here. I think I'm gonna call the video there. I don't know if I'm gonna make a TikTok today. We'll see. I've got a few ideas, but they're all kind of half-baked. None of them are like I'm fully committed on, so we'll see what happens. I'm going to FaceTime my girlfriend by 6:30. So in like an hour or so. And it's going to be an awesome rest. I got freaking arms. Dude, the day just keeps getting better. It's going to be too awesome. Have an excellent rest of your day, and I'm going to see you guys tomorrow.